Hello and welcome to OurVentura.com. My name is Robert Perks and my guest today is Patricia Matthews. Welcome, Patricia.
Well, thank you.
And she's with the Channel Islands Bicycle Club. Let me ask you first off, as a bicycle club, can you help our viewers understand why such a club even exists?
Sure. The bike club exists because there are like-minded people that want to get together in a spirit of safety and social outing and ride their bikes to given destinations and chit-chat with each other and get to know each other and create a community based on cycling.
Well, cool. For you as a member of the club, what do you do within the club and what draws you to stay in the club?
Well, first of all, I love cycling, and I have some lovely acquaintances and friends in the club. I'm currently a member of the board, and I am the public relations person on the board. I also, involve myself in other activities that we have, annual events, some fundraising activities that we do as well. And I like it because it just creates a whole world of interest for me.
Fascinating. As far as community events and what you guys do within the county, can you expand upon that and maybe tell me some of the things you do?
Certainly. Well, let's see. Our bike club began in 1990, and it was founded as a recreational organization. And about 4 years after the initial founding of the club, we decided we needed to give back to the community. And so we started a Cool Breeze Century Ride, and we put it on with the Kiwanis Club, and that's our biggest community activity of the year.
Okay.
That's the third weekend in August, and we raise about $60,000 to $70,000 for the bike club and the same amount for the Kiwanis, which is given back to the community.
Okay. For the sake of our non-cycling viewers, a century ride, can you explain what exactly that is?
Sure. A century ride can either be a 100-mile ride, that's right, 100 miles, or it can be a part of a 100-mile ride. It could be a metric century, which is 62 miles, or it could be as simple as a family ride, which is 25 miles. So we offer different distances for different cycling abilities.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Aside from that one big, do you guys do other events throughout the year that are regularly scheduled or weekly, monthly type events?
Sure. We have our weekly bike rides, and we have beginner, intermediate, and advanced, if you will. We have 4 bike rides on Saturday, and I believe it's 3 bike rides on Sunday. And then for people who have flexibility in their schedule, we have 3 weekday rides as well. So those are our weekly and daily events. Also, we have a Christmas party for club members, and then we also have a picnic in the summertime, which is fun. And then we have a couple of touring outings where we actually go up into the wine country in the fall and again in the spring. And we spend a couple days up there touring. We have a credit card tour where we go to different states in the United States, and we tour certain regions, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds like you get a little bit of travel. You get to see the outdoors here locally. As far as different age groups, and like you said, there's advanced or basic, how does the club foster new riders, advanced riders? Where does that interaction or that level of growth for the people who are in the club, how does that work?
Okay. Well, riding level is based on how far you can go and how fast you can go.
Okay.
So a beginning rider maybe can travel, 6 or 7 miles an hour and only wants to ride about maybe 8 to 10 miles, just to get the idea of what it's like to be on a bike. An intermediate rider is comfortable on the bicycle for between 25 to 40 miles, let's say, and can hold a rate of 10 to 12 miles per hour with stops, for stretching and a snack or something.
Okay.
And then we have advanced riders who like to ride between 50 and 60 miles in distance and average speeds of 18 to 20 miles per hour. So they're those real haughty people out there.
Yeah. Some people go faster than others.
Yes.
As far as somebody who's new to the sport or maybe new to riding in groups, what type of things is there I look for the word mentoring, or is there scheduled classes or things or events that you guys might do to foster new people to cycling as a sport?
Sure. What we have is we have a beginner ride probably 3 Saturdays a month. And the best way to check that is to visit our website. And I'll mention that at the end of the interview. But there someone will actually take you under their wing and make sure you're in good shape to start and you get home safely. So that's a good way to start bike riding with a group of people. Lots of people are familiar with bicycling and can ride a bike, but maybe it's been sitting in the back of their garage for 25 years.
Right.
So this will kind of get you out and dust it off. And we do offer that about three Saturdays a month.
Okay.
Okay.
So if somebody were interested, they come out to that, they get started, and I guess the weekly progression or whatever, you would just go as you will. And it sounds like the best bike to even get started, maybe just the one you have. Is there any specific other needs somebody would need to get started as a club member? And when I say that, is the club just about these group rides, or are there other things that, are there club members that, maybe do cleanup activities or trail repair, other things that maybe the club does as well?
Yes. Good question. We do a lot of, we try to be as responsible as we can as cyclists. And by that I mean we want to teach safety to our members. We offer something I forgot to mention. We offer a general club meeting once a month. It's the third Wednesday of every month, and there it's a very educational process. We've had people come out and teach safety skills, how to ride with a group of people, how to change your tire, so on and so forth. Okay. So we provide education. We also do cleanup. We've cleaned up the bike path, the Ventura bike path, especially that section between Emma Wood and Highway 1, where Emma Wood Beach starts. Also, if you're going to come out and come out to the club for a beginning bike ride, I would suggest that you go have your bike checked out first. Okay. I would take it to a bike shop and make sure your tires are in good shape, that you have a spare. You need a spare because it's very easy to get a flat. You don't necessarily have to know how to change it, but it's good if you bring it. Okay. And then you'll want a water bottle and always a helmet. Please, you can't ride with our club unless you have a helmet. Okay. So that's a huge safety issue right there.
As far as locations that you guys ride, I know you're based Ventura County. Are there specific routes or areas that are preferred club rides, things of that nature you can expand on?
Sure. Well, everybody has their favorite ride. A lot of times it's predicted by the weather. If it's going to be, if it's foggy down in Ventura, we might go up into Ojai where it's going to be sunny. Go over, we might just go into Ojai and have a cup of coffee and a muffin there, or we might go over Casitas Pass or up Rose Valley, depending on, your level of cycling. We also go up into Santa Barbara. I would say I've ridden in lots of areas of California, and in terms of variety, what you can see and what you can experience, Ventura County has it all. It's a wonderful place to start. Most of the time we start at the Mission parking lot, which is not at the Mission per se, it's across the street where the History Museum is. Or else we'll start in Camarillo at the airport out there. Okay. So those are a couple of basic start places. And we can go down the coast or go up into the mountains, either way. Okay,
so it probably sounds like as the group gathers for these semi-scheduled events or regular weekly events, then they decide, and it probably starts to fall into a pattern, I'm sure. Right.
We have set rides for sure, and we try to create a variety within that set of rides. Okay. I think we probably have as many as 10 to 12 different options of riding, and then you can take a shorter or a longer version of each one of those. Okay. And then but it is set, and then sometimes we'll modify it depending on the weather. If it's howling, you know, we could have a strong east wind or something, we'll
Right.
change the route.
Okay. Are there any fringe benefits once you're a member? What are some of the fringe benefits of being a member of the club?
Absolutely. They're wonderful benefits, to tell you the truth. You'll make a wonderful cadre of friends, very supportive people, almost like another family. We share each other's joys and sorrows. We enjoy just having an activity to look forward to. You know, you have the humdrum of work, and then it's always nice to look forward to a bike ride, kind of cleanse the week off. And then we've traveled different places together, and we shop for bike clothes together. And I mean, it's really got a lot of benefits. And even if you know, you don't, you know, maybe a whole group of people isn't what you're looking for, you'll still have the benefit of traveling with people who have safety in mind and will help you to learn the, you know, just the way of the road, because it's very dangerous. Cycling is a very dangerous activity, and will help you, you know, learn to keep yourself as safe as possible. And our website, again, has lots of safety tips.
Which is good to know, because I think for a lot of people that are coming to the sport from outside, that they're definitely, that safety issue is always ever present, whether it's riding in traffic or riding with others, or it's always that you're exposed.
Right.
And that's part of what brings the joy, I know, for me as a cyclist as well. But it also, for the new people, it can be intimidating, and I think the club atmosphere helps to alleviate or ease that.
Right. When I first came out to bike ride, I'd ridden years before as a child, and then when my children were young. And I was very intrigued by it, and I remember my first bike ride was just on my own. I went down the bottom of the hill near my house and back. I probably rode 2 miles, and I felt like I had conquered the world. I went out and rode them by myself until I felt pretty good, and then I went to the bike club, our bike club, Channel Islands, and my first ride was with a group of people, and I was huffing and puffing and keeping up as well as I could, and I took a wrong turn, and everybody went left and I went straight. And I remember wonderful early club member Ron Peterson came after me, and he said, "Oh, Patricia, you've got to come back here." And it just meant the world to me that someone would, you know, take time out, make sure I was safe, that I was doing what I was supposed to do. And so you get that kind of support. You know, you're never left on your own, which is really nice.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
As we're starting to draw up, if somebody wanted to find out more information about the club, to join it, what's the best resource? It sounds like the website. Can you give us the address?
Sure. The website is cibike.org. .org, nonprofit, and CI Bike, Channel Islands Bike.
Okay.
And yeah, it's got a treasure trove of information, all kinds of links. Our webmaster is very up to date. Don't be overwhelmed by the amount of information, I would say. And it's great.
Well, thank you so much, Patricia, for coming out today. Again, our guest today was Patricia Matthews from the Channel Islands Bicycle Club, and you've been watching OurVentura.com. Thank you.